Young Miami, who recently did an interview basically saying she was tired of sharing a man. I keep telling you, Young Miami is, to me, a clown. Right? She's a one-trick pony. She is not talented to do anything else. The only acting talent is to be like, yo, I'm pimping these dudes out. While you come out in interviews and you're crying. You was on Twitter, you balled to Diddy to DM me. Yo, please, stop. He's calling me a side chick. At the point Diddy's like, yo, oh my God, hold on, let me holler at Playboy. Let me holler. You got a toothpick in my hand. Let me holler at Playboy. Let me holler at this Playboy act real quick. Come on. Diddy, the only reason why I'm going back in on her, I heard her say on some show, she said, she tried to call me a very naughty word. Diddy, at Jamaica I come from. The blood clot, y'all can't stand me like that. Okay? Respect to you, but check it out. You see me? So, because, again.
What's up, fam? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network. And this is the Heaven Hollywood Report. So let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor in case you didn't know. That's ICYDK.blog. Make sure you check them out on all mobile devices in the World Wide Web. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss one video. Let's go. We're going to get and start this off and talk about DJ Akademiks going in on Young Miami again. Now, if you guys missed it, sometime, I believe it was last year, sometime in 2022, DJ Akademiks called Young Miami a side chick. I believe it was during the times of Young Miami's break. I think her and Diddy may have been on a break, or it may have seemed like they had went on a break, but he called Young Miami a side chick. Young Miami had said, on Twitter, on social media, she's not no side chick. And then he was basically telling her, yes, you are. You are a side chick to Diddy. Diddy does whatever he wants. He has other women. And you are basically a side chick. So I guess Young Miami went back, gave that back to Diddy. And then Diddy called up, checked DJ Akademiks. I don't know what Diddy said to him. He never really revealed what Diddy said. But then he came back, less than 48 hours, and he was backtracking, saying, I love Young Miami. She's not a side chick. This, that, and the other. And then he was just putting compliments on her, whatever, right? Now, here we are a year later. It seems like Young Miami made another comment as if, she said something like, putting back on my wig and back to the streets I go, or something like that. So that's insinuating that her and Diddy are once again at odds. At least that's what people took from it. So now I took her and Diddy, remember they were just together for maybe like a week straight or something like that, or maybe even close to 2 weeks. Like they were going everywhere together. I took that as she going back home, to Atlanta or what have you, and then that's what she meant by back. That's how I took it. If you took it anywhere, you can let me know in the comments if you guys see anything else. But DJ Akademiks is back commenting on Young Miami. Now, he says that he saw an interview with Young Miami and she called him a naughty name that he said, as a Jamaican, they don't play. So I don't know whether she called him a bati boy or whatever the case may be. But whatever he said, I was willing to call it a truce, but now you said this, so it's back on. And Diddy, I know you called and checked me before, but she bought this on herself or what have you. Now, he started going off on Young Miami. We're going to let you hear it. We're going to let you hear what he said about Young Miami. It was, some pretty harsh stuff. And what he's saying, I'm not saying anything to her that she has not mentioned herself and she has not admitted herself. Now, I'm just going to say this to Akademiks. And the people, I follow people in media and I see how everybody's moving and the culture it seems like after a 3 to 5 year run, maybe like a 3 year run, it seems like the culture is finally getting a little tired of Akademiks. Not completely. He still has his fan base. He's still fine. But you can tell they're getting just a little tired. He's starting to fizzle out just a little bit. You can tell from the content. Now, Carisha, she's on the uprise. She just put out a Carisha Please the Summer Walker. She's getting these interviews that DJ Akademiks can't get because these women don't mess with him. He's got a history of slamming women. So that's why most of his interviews are going to be men. But you see, Carisha has a good rapport with people in the industry, and she's got Diddy backing her, so she's going to be able to get these interviews that are going to be putting up big numbers, and they're going to be crushing DJ Akademiks. It was less than 24 hours, and Summer Walker already had 1 million views. That is battling his interview with Lil Durk. And it did more than Durk's interview has been up for days, and Summer Walker had over 1 million views in 24 hours. And these are the type of interviews that DJ Akademiks will not get because he's known for slamming women, and he now has picked up this reputation of always coming down hard on women. You can even see like more and more people are starting to speak out against him. Rappers turning on him. NBA YoungBoy pretty much is done with him. You know, Durk, wasn't he talking about fighting? No, that was Lil Baby. Baby, he won't get an interview with Lil Baby. He's talking about fighting Lil Baby and these different rappers that he pretty much fell out with. And then once they're going to start doing it, he'll never get a Drake interview. He's not going to get a Drake interview, even though he's a Drake fan. He's not going to get a Drake interview because all of the other people associated with Drake are going to be like, dude, you do an interview with this guy? So for that reason, and then he slams Nicki Minaj all the time. So I think that's another reason why if Drake goes and does an interview with Akademiks, Nicki Minaj is going to look at him like he's crazy. Like, this dude slams me all the time, and then you go sit down and give him an interview. So I don't think he'll ever get an interview like that because he's too unpredictable. So Young Miami, I don't know whether she thought that Akademiks, it was cool with Akademiks or whatever, but he's too unpredictable. So Diddy is going to pay him a visit. Now, Akademiks, if Diddy pays you a visit, don't call him wrong because he pretty much told you keep Young Miami's name out of his mouth. You said she said something. Nobody could seem to find what he's talking about. And that interview, I believe, was probably done before you guys even had the truce. I don't think the interview you're talking about is recent. You guys can let me know down in the comments if you know the interview he's talking about. But if Diddy comes to see you, don't start complaining. Because Akademiks has been escaping a lot of stuff. He escaped home, and not wishing that on anybody, but he escaped the home invasion. People so-called allegedly came through with a Uzi. He escaped home invasion. People that want to get at him haven't been able to get at him yet. You're not going to escape everything. And at one point, somebody's going to shut you up. And it might not be the way that you expect them to shut you up. They may shut you up permanently. When you're dealing with people as powerful as Diddy, you're basically showing him that you're playing in his face right now because he told you before to keep Shorty Wap's name out your mouth. So we're going to see what happens, whether Akademiks will be apologizing to Young Miami, whether he'll be taken back or taken down what he said, because this is going to get back to Diddy. Now, we're going to see if Diddy decides to say something to Akademiks again. Because the last time, whatever he said to him made Akademiks apologize. But y'all let me know down in the comments, don't you feel his popularity is starting to fizzle just a little bit? That's why he's trying to come out with these hot takes to turn the tide. He see Carisha is busting his blood clot in the ratings. She's busting his blood clot in the views. So he has to do something to spark everything back up. So now he sees that, even though the thing with Young Miami and Nicki Minaj was considered a joke, there's some barbs that were like, oh, she wasn't playing. So now he's going to come at Young Miami, hopefully hoping he'll get the barbs on his side, so they'll come at Young Miami. So this is all a chess moves. This whole media hip-hop thing now is chess moves. So we're going to find out. Let me know down in the comments if you think DJ Akademiks was right for coming at Carisha, or do you think Carisha deserves it? Let me know down in the comments. I'm never going to say Carisha deserves it. I'm Team Carisha all day. Period. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network.
All she did with this video was tell me her price. 50 bands. Yeah, the majority of niggas can't afford that. But Bam and Kevin will. Bam and Kevin will. And there's a lot of scammers who everybody off the PPP loans, they're falling up. But there's a couple of niggas that's still up a couple hundred. That's what it takes to get Young Miami. We know it. But again, before the next time you speak on me, because I was down to call the truth, remember your spirit was saying that you hoeing for bread, or you putting out that message, or you being the number 2, or the number 3, or the number 4, or wherever you fit on that goddamn roster. You weren't okay with it. You were saying this. Let me tell you also one thing. Pussy definitely got an expiration date. The side chick days get cut off at 30. Let me let you know that, all right? Pussy got an expiration date. At 30, you need to slow it down. You got one more year. You gotta get all the cash, get all the cars, get everything you need. But after that, running around, making the side chick music, we gonna look at you like, come on, man. Come on. You're making music like you 17, like you 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. School up until you like 25, maybe 26. 29, you about to hit that wall. 50 bands for your pride don't seem that good. But I don't think you got pride. Again, if it takes 50 bands for you to act bad, Bam and Kevin will give you that.